Good morning, evening, middle of the night, whenever you're watching this. I hope it's a good one. So I'm here because every few months I get overwhelmed, maybe like every 6 months, with I have my phone plugged in and I just realized I was bunking the charging cord. Sorry if I wobbled there for a minute, but I get overwhelmed with how much I have. And I don't have an organizational system that works well because I just kind of have to put stuff where it fits in our house because we have a lot of people in it's not a little house, but it's just laid out funny. So I don't have a lot of storage spots. So I just start sticking stuff and I get overwhelmed. So I pulled out all my WIPs and my kits and I was like, you know what, I'll do a WIPs and kits parade to help me remind me of what I have, some of them. And hopefully that gets me excited to work on some that maybe I'm kind of close to a finish on. And then I can go through and see, maybe I can rehome a few things. That would be cool. And just kind of organize it again so that I can stop being, whatever that feeling is. That's how I feel. And I want to stop feeling that way. So but I think it's going to be 2 videos because I got even more overwhelmed once I pulled out all my WIPs. No wonder I'm overwhelmed. But I'm just going to go through them somewhat quickly because there's a ton of them. And yeah, we'll just see what I have and where this goes. First, these are ones that I have hanging in a closet more readily available because I pulled them out at my last WIP parade. I was like, I do want to work on these and I do enjoy working on them. So the first one is Feast of Friendship, Blackbird Designs. I am stitching this one using the Victoria Clayton silks. And I am stitching it on Tabby Cat, just the ticket, 40 count. And I don't know, I think that's the correct direction. That's the bottom of the house. So I'm not like super far on it, but I only worked on it a little bit during the fall because I started it and it was a nice fall piece and then I put it away. So that one, hopefully here in the next few months, I'll get that fall stitchy bug back and we'll work on that one. Okay, where am I gonna set all these? I'll try over here. This one, it's cute and I really do like it, but it's just not one that I think about a lot when I'm just looking for a new project to work on. It's, what's it called? Hometown Holiday Sampler. It's a Lori Holt pattern. I'm stitching it. I just ordered based on what they looked like on the screen. That's a dog hair. No. What are these called? NPIs. That looked like they matched based on the cover photo. And you will see, I am not far at all. But I'm stitching it on 46 count Forbidden Fiber Praline. And it's a very pretty fabric you can see the modeling there. It's not super strong, but it's there. So I do like this one. I hope I get the urge to stitch on it again this winter because I would like to have it. I like the alphabet. It's like that kind of a little bit chunkier, but still simple. Oh, this one I don't know why I haven't pulled this out in a while. I really like this one. It's Margaret Beatty, Hands Across the Sea. I'm using the called for DMC that she listed. And you can see it's very pretty. And I think I want to say this is a 40 count. I dyed it myself. And it's very, very pretty. The girl has a lot of creative counting on it. So that's been a challenge because I made a mistake and I was like, I'll just fudge it. And then I was like, well, now that I've made a mistake, why don't I change her hair colors a little bit? And I got all off, but I think it'll work out once I get going again, because, you know, for having so many mistakes, like if you knew how many mistakes she truly had, she looks decent. And I've got quite a bit of progress, so hopefully I get the urge to pull this one back out soon too. Uh-oh, did I break my zipper? I did. No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, this one I haven't touched in a long, long time, but really want to because I really love it. Coming to America, Brenda Gervais. I'm stitching this on Dolly Madison, 40 count Dolly Madison from Needle and Flax, using all the called for cottons. And I'm not very far, you can see. I don't know why, because like the minute I saw this one, when I don't know, it's been years. I hopped on and got it from Tinsmith's wife. And have a piddly start that's taken me 2 years. Oh, this one is super fun. I really like this one. It's Marie Louise Pire, and it's just like the photo does not do this one justice. Those colors are so, so pretty. And I am stitching it on I think it's an XJU, yes, an XJU. I still don't know how to say her name, but it's an XJU 40 count marbled bunny. And so there's not much right now, but once you get into like the golden colors of the silks, oh, it is so pretty. Ooh, there's the 103s. I'd hold them up next to my fabric, but I can't. Trust me, they look pretty on this linen. So I need to make more progress on this one. I was not really feeling it because this is a very loose 40 count. So the stitches aren't quite as dense as I'd like. So I was like, well, I should pick out a 46, but I think if I just keep going, once I get it more complete, I'll be happy with it. And there are a ton of big fires going on in our state and then all around us, Utah and Colorado. And the smoke isn't super heavy here, but it's just enough that it's allergies, I don't know, something. It's causing me some issues. Okay, this is another fall one that I'm super excited for fall to get here to keep working on this one. The first one is the Prairie Schooler. I'm doing this far one over here, Thanksgiving. And what fabric? 40 count oatmeal from Seraphim, and it is the perfect fabric for all these fall colors. It's all the called for DMC. No, that's not true. I did change the green because the one that was called for was a little too grass green, bright green for me. So I just kind of gave it a more subtle, I guess would be the word, green. But look at those on that fabric. So pretty. I highly recommend stitching this one. And then on down here on the same piece of fabric, I have my little pilgrim lady. And not my little pilgrim lady pattern. They're somewhere, but it goes with, it's the pair that goes with these. So I'll stitch these two and the little pilgrim boy as soon as I find that pattern. Interesting. So those are pretty. I forgot about those. I'm excited to get back to that. And also, if you're watching, I highly recommend watching me on like 1.5, 2 speed. I think it makes it more enjoyable. I feel like I talk slow. Ugh, that's a mess of threads. Okay, so this, I don't have a picture of the full pattern. It's on my iPad. I bought the digital PDF from Reflet de Soie. This is, what is this one's name? Louisa Barney. Oh gosh, I got to get back to this one. Look how pretty. Oh, that's good. And it's all DMC that I'm using. I'd hold them all up and show you how pretty, but they're gorgeous, right? They're pretty. And this is also on a piece of linen I dyed years and years ago. I wish I would have picked a little bit darker color linen for this one, but when I started this one at the time, I just kind of was using what I had instead of having to buy something new. So it's good enough and it'll still be gorgeous. This one I picked up at Stitcher's Garden in Albuquerque. She is retired and closed now. My Big Toe, how do you say it, Quoth, the stitcher. Stitching it on this fun purple from, this is 40 count Boreas from Under the Sea. I just thought that was a fun color for this pattern. And then I picked a super dark blue 103. And I'm gonna do it all one color, just like the pattern. And this one, I like it, but so far it hasn't been like one that I'm like, oh, can't wait to finish it. I want to finish it, but it's not one of those, you know, that you just feel the urge to finish. So hopefully I make some progress soon on that one. This is Matter in Hand. Started this as a stitch along with Tammy from Leopard and Lace. I believe it was for her birthday last year, maybe. I am using, I want to say all DMC. Yes, I'm using all DMC on 36 count Eastwick from Needle and Flax. And even though this fabric has more heavy noticeable modeling than I normally like, I enjoy it for this pattern. I think because the motifs are dense enough, maybe is the word. It hides enough of the modeling that it just looks good. So there's all my DMC. I'm not very far. I had this filled in the middle, but I didn't like the creamy white color I chose, so I'm gonna fill it in with a more bright white so it shows up better. It kind of blended in too much with my fabric. So as much as I hate frogging and try not to at all costs, I did frog the hoop. The matter in hand. Yeah, see, hers is pretty bright white too against her linen, so I think I'll like a brighter white much better. Oh, this one I don't know why I started this with everything else I have going on, but because it's gorgeous. This is GGR and Ariel, and it is beautiful. The model at the attic is what sold me, so I might restart this though. I don't think I like my fabric choice. Maybe I do. Help me. Do I like my fabric choice, you guys? Is that why I haven't made much more progress? Am I just not feeling it? Will I start to feel it the more I go? I don't know. But I picked out a bunch of Tudor silks just based on picture colors I saw on the model at the attic. I just got a bunch and I'll just use them wherever I feel like they look good here. I got Italian gold, which is a pretty gold, and that might not show up. Oh, I might start over. Inca gold, winter white, vanilla, that one will show. Quince blossom, that one will show. Blue spruce, that one's fun. Mary Woods blue. Cotswold peony. Cinnabar medium. Rose violet. Carmine rose. Spanish moss and avocado are the colors I chose, and I think I am, you guys. I think I'm gonna start over on a different fabric. I think I don't think I like this one. What is this one? 46 count coffee stain from Cedar River. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I think that's my issue with this one. Oh, found a hoop. That's good. Found a pair of glasses. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one in a different pile because it's now, I guess, half a kit. It needs linen. Should I take this piece of linen out so I know? That's a bummer. Even though it's not many stitches, I get sad. Like, that took me a lot of time to put that not very many stitches in there. Okay, but I'm doing it. I'm starting over. This is half a kit. Oh, this one is good. Why am I not working on this one right now? United We Stand, Blackbird Designs. Fantastic. And good. I really thought I had more than this done. That's a bummer. I'll take it out of the hoop. Darn. I started this one a long time ago. It's also on that same color fabric that I dyed myself. So you can see, I'm not actually very far, but it's still so cool. Love it. And the way I'm doing it, if you haven't seen, you need to go look for it. Maybe I'll figure out a way maybe to share it on my Instagram. There's someone who did it. This piece is in the middle, like I've done here. And then the United We Stand bands below it, instead of making it a mattress pillow, she did it so she could frame it, and that's what I'm gonna do, or am doing, I guess I should say. Using the called for overdyed cottons, they're all weeks. And for your weeks, if you're not using these little things, you can get like 1,300 of them, these little plastic hanger things off Amazon for like $10 or something. I'll share a link to them because they make it so much nicer to use the weeks, because you know, otherwise if you put your stuff on a ring like this, of course, otherwise you have your floss and your ring through the same hole and it gets a little bit tight. Pretty. Okay, I need to remember this one. I was gonna do a 4th of July start, but now I even picked out like the fabric and silks for it already. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe I should just work on something I have, right? Like this one. Oh, this one's super cute and almost finished. I should just whip this out today. I restitched my nativity design on 56 count. It's so tiny. I don't have the silks near me, but I used all 103s. Yeah, I love it. But you can see it's not very big. I just have the 3 men over here to do. Oh, love it. Okay, maybe I'll finish this today and I can feel accomplished. So I'll put this next to my half a kit. Oh, I found my pilgrims. So there's my boy pilgrim. And the floss I apparently, used for the girl pilgrim. Okay, so when I put these up, I need to remember to put the boy pilgrim in his correct bag with the little girl. Oh, this is one I was gonna release this year, but just didn't get finished. Oh, that is so pretty. And I didn't get finished because I did it on 56 count, and I can only do 56 count like a few stitches a day. I don't know if you can even see the creamy white color on there, but it's gonna be, I'm gonna finish it as a pin cushion, but in like that shape, you know, where the corners are kind of cut off. It's so pretty. And I'm doing this one in 103 silks, just a red, white, and blue that I picked out. I really like patterns like this too because they're easy stash buster. You can go pick any red, white, and blue you already have and it'll look good. So it's nice to not always have to buy new thread. And patterns that have very few colors are easy to just pick through your stash. Because I know once you get more colors, you know, it's a little more difficult to kind of sometimes select what you have from stash, but that's a good one for it. Oh, I really like this one, but for some reason I do not enjoy stitching on it, but I love the chart so much. Toile Rooster from, what's that saying? Birds of a Feather. Isn't that cool? But I've pulled it out twice, I think, since I started. I'm stitching it on Light Hazelnut from X-Jew, and that's all I've got complete in like 2 sittings. I'm not sure what the issue is. I bought, I had never tried water lilies before, so I ordered this pretty blue color to do it in. And if I finish it, like that color I think will be really, really cool. I need to finish it because I love it so much. I just wish I enjoyed the actual stitching on it more. Do you have projects like that where you absolutely love it and you know you'd be so thrilled if you had it finished, but for some reason when you stitch on it, it's just not one you want to keep working on? I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. We went camping and this is normally my camping stitch and I didn't take it. This one I don't have a picture of either. It's a digital download I bought from Mama Loves You GB. It's the Be Not a Dunce pattern she has. It's got all the alphabets and then like the little kid wrote Be Not a Dunce down here, and I thought that was cute. Hers is stitched all, and probably the antique was all dark thread, I believe. But I did mine in pinks, and then my daughter's initials in blue. And did I mention it's on 56 count? Ooh, 56 count something. No tag. I don't know. 56 count something. I don't like not knowing. Maybe I have it written on my Instagram somewhere. Hopefully, because I do like to know. Not that it matters in the end, but... And then, well, I'll just show you through the bag. So for this one, ignore the blue, green, and red. But for the Be Not a Dunce, I'm using 2 Vicki Clayton pinks and then 2 Vicki Clayton blues for it. Can't believe I forgot to take it camping on our first camping trip this year. And then on the other side is my Freedom Quaker from, I believe this is From the Heart. I cannot remember. I think From the Heart is the name of her thing. But that's what the blue, red, and green are for. And then the little eagle head, I still need to do him. And I did his body on this 56 count in actually DMC. I didn't have a brown silk in my stash, and I was not gonna order a brown silk for that little bit. So I just used DMC and it worked. And it's kind of cool too, because it's a little bit puffier. And so it get like, of course, not everyone's gonna be feeling my cross stitch, but when I run my finger over it, he stands out a little bit more, and I don't know. I just think that's kind of neat. I am not gentle with my stitching. I put my hoop over it. I throw it wherever I touch it. I love running my fingers over the stitches, you know? Weird. But yeah. This is another one. I can't believe I went to town on this one when I first started, and I got that bird done so quickly. And then I got the hive thingy done pretty quickly too. And then I got to the leaves, and I got my greens all confused because again, I tried to pull some from stash, so I substituted, did not write down what I was substituting. So then after you leave it for like a month and come back, you're like, ooh, what symbol did I do with that green? And I didn't exactly remember correctly. So I got off and I was like, ugh, this is driving me nuts. I don't like it. But like, I like that leaf. Whatever I did up there, I think I did good. It's this leaf right here that I'm like, what did I do? And kind of this one. I don't know. But either way, in the end, if I just do it, I don't think I'll notice that I got my greens all wonky. So hopefully I want to work on this one again soon too. Because I didn't even tell you what it is. It's on 40 count Pemberley from Needle and Flax. It's this really pretty yellowish color linen. And like I said, I am using a mix of called for, that's a lot of floss for that little chart, huh? But they all work together nicely. Called for threads, and then a few greens that I selected from my stash. Oh, I guess I also changed one of the colors in the bird. Maybe I pulled quite a bit from stash. I don't know, because like I said, I didn't write it down because I'm a bit of a ding-dong sometimes, and I never write down my changes. I drive myself nuts. But the pattern is The Visitor from the Blackberry Rabbit, which is Fox and Rabbit. But that's a very pretty pattern. I think everyone should stitch that. My mom stitched it and finished it, and it's really pretty. So I wish I would get going on that one too, instead of starting something new every time I turn around. Ooh, this one's pretty, and I'm not very far. This is Rose Hill Farm sampler. Isn't that pretty? And it's on whatever the kit came with. Broom grass, 36 count broom grass from Needle Bling. Isn't that pretty? And those colors are just perfect on it. At first I was nervous because I was like, oh gosh, that's dark. But it's dark in a good way for this pattern. But I'm only that far. Like, what a bummer. I'm using the called for, I need to put my little things on this, those plastic things. These are my Weeks Die Works. The kit, the called for, came with the kit. I'll try and show you how pretty they all look on this fabric. Probably not gonna do a good job because look how crinkly those are because I don't store anything. Oh, kinda. See, like it's dark fabric, but they just look so good on it. And that the vine part of the border kind of blends in a little bit, you know, but I like that. Is it focusing? So, I like this one a lot. I don't have an urge to get back to it as much as I want to do like the Visitor and whatnot, but I do definitely want to put some stitches in on that one soon. Oh, this one is so pretty and so large. Bridget Power from GGR. I'm stitching it on a very light Fox and Rabbit color. Hopefully I still have the tag. I think it was a Fabric of the Month color. Oh man, I have a piddly start on this one too, so you, but hopefully you can tell how pretty the colors are going to be on this. Yeah, I don't have the color anymore. I lost the sticker. Oh no, it's right here. Yeah, it was Fabric of the Month, Promise of Spring. But that's what I have. And I'm trying the page by page method, so that's why, you know, you can kind of see it looks like a page. And there's kind of hard to see because they're so bunched up, but trust me, the colors are gorgeous, all DMC, stunning. And then on this light fabric, I think it's gonna be really good. Okay, this one I want to get back to soon. This is going in the right now pile. At least for like another page finish, you know? Like those small, sorry, my nose from the, it's the smoke, maybe a combination of pollen. The wind has been absurd lately, which is not good for all the fires around us. They grew overnight, like quadrupled in size. But my nose. Okay, so Bridget Power. Then this one, I've got to get started on it because, or get back to it. 12 Days of Christmas Stockings, Annie B's. I was gonna do one a month and have 12 stockings to hang up this year. I finished 1 1/4. Why? Stitching it on Rustic Driftwood by XJU, which is, oh, it's a pretty color. I kind of want to order more of it. But like, look at those colors on there. Isn't that cool? Like they're not, they blend in a little bit more, it looks like on the camera, than they do in real life. But these stockings are so cute. And you can see on hers, she did them on black, and don't they look good on black too? I couldn't stitch on black, so I went with kind of a neutrally color. I told myself, I was like, if I do it on black, I'm not gonna get it finished by Christmas. I still didn't get it finished by Christmas. Oh, and I'm using all the called for DMC. See the colors there? There's just, nice mix of beautiful colors. So I guess I should put this in the get back to it, or I'm gonna have like 11 3/4 stockings to finish in December. Oh, I love this one. And again, every time I pull it out, I don't get very far on it. But Sarah Sanderson from Scarlet House. Fantastic. Big, beautiful. Stitching it. Ooh, my needle almost got lost. I guess I shouldn't keep all my needles in their project, right? I'll save that right there so I can forget about it. It came as a kit, and it must be really huge because this piece of fabric is large. Like, is this a fat half? Or maybe there's 287. Yeah, wow. It's bigger than I remembered. It's Valley Forge by Needle and Flax. And that's my dinky little start. It's not too dinky, I guess, but dinky when you think about I've been working on it for Lord knows how long, at least a year. And it's so cool, like all those birds and critters up on top of the trees, aren't they cute? It came with, what are these? Yes, NPI silks. And so far you can see as I come to a color to use, I put it on a floss drop. So these are so far all the colors. Oh my gosh. And then I had a cutting mistake. Look how short I cut those. Here's normal. What did I even do? No one knows, but I still use them. They're like 10 inches. And I'm gonna use them because I'm like, you're such a ding dong. Like, you deserve to have to use those. Goofball. There's probably a ton of brown in it too, but I'm gonna have to using my 10-inch strands just to show myself I need to be careful, more careful before I cut. So MPI silks, pretty soft and fluffy. This one, Martha Walmsley. I absolutely fell in love with this one. So I finally, after it came out, it had been out for a little bit, bought the whole kit for myself for Mother's Day. Last Mother's Day or the one before, I don't know, a while ago. I bought all the silks and another needle. And I immediately got started, well, probably not immediately, but got started and made a counting mistake. And now I'm trying to decide, do I just keep going? Because it's on this floral border where it's not gonna really matter too much. So do I keep going or do I start over? I think I'm gonna keep going. I just need to do it. But trying to figure out how to restart with my counting error so that I don't totally throw off everything is kind of, it stopped me. So I haven't made progress on that one. I don't know when I will. I want to because it's so pretty. I forgot to tell you, I'm stitching it on 46 count Forbidden Fiber Tumbleweed. It's not really showing the right color, but it's light, slight modeling, and it's really pretty. Oh, this one. Started this like as soon as I got it. I bought the PDF of it. not much. It's Teresa Koga's Midnight Santa. This is 40 count something. I have no idea. I had it, so I was using it, but it's a very thick 40 count. So I wasn't enjoying stitching on it too much, just because I like, if you've stitched on Tabby Cat, or who's another one, I don't know, some of them are much thinner, and I don't know why that happens or how they do it. Like maybe it's their ironing process or something, but this one's a little thicker, or maybe it was just a different, you know, like how dye lot varies, maybe bolts of linen kind of vary. So it's Midnight Santa. I do like it. I am crossing my fingers and praying that it fits on a fat quarter, because my measurements tell me that it might. Basically is where I got. I'm like, but I don't want to buy a giant fat half, because I just don't need to be spending money on fat halves of linen right now. Look at those colors though, on like it's a pretty color fabric. I need to just suck it up and keep stitching on it, even though it takes me forever because it's dark, and then it just feels different while stitching, and for some reason that got me all hung up. Oh darn, I hope I remember what my notes mean too. I apparently did a color conversion so that I could use stuff I had on hand. Let's pray that I understand my notes when I get back to that, because I do not, I assumed I used the called for, but I did not. Go me for trying to use my stash and attempting to make notes, but I wish my notes were a little more clear than whatever that was. Okay, the last WIP out of the banker's box is Cornelia Van Buren. And this one has all those cool borders. It's not very big, but it is still quite a few stitches. And like a lot of eyelet stitches. Not a lot, but some. So it's kind of taken me a minute, and then those borders just get a little bit monotonous. So I'm not really too far. I got enough of the border done that I could come over here and do some eyelets, because I was getting a little, oh, this one's eyelets too. So not terribly far, but it's coming, and I think it's 56, yeah, 56 count, but a quite loose 56 count, so it hasn't been too rough, but it's still, you know, it's still, I gotta do it when my eyes are cooperating. Hey, another needle. And that one I'm using, oh, it came with the kit, that's right. The Flosstube in color 2681. And I don't know how I feel about Flosstube yet. I think I like regular 103s even on 56 is what I've discovered. Okay, that was a portion of my WIPs. Oh my gosh, and we're 44 minutes in, you guys. Okay, let me grab a few more. Okay, I replenished my banker's box and it is overflowing. So let's hope they don't all come sliding and crashing down. Oh, this one I have the pattern over at my mom's house so I don't lose it or destroy it because I paid way too much for it. What's it called? Into All a Good Night from Blackbird. It's fabulous. I'm using all the called for cottons. This is a piece of linen from Vicki Clayton. It's like a yellow buttercreamy color, and it's very, very pretty, especially with these colors of thread. Of course, you know, typical me, I cannot, how some of y'all do this so neat and where people can actually see it. I'm clearly not there. But anyway, use your imagination. They're pretty. So that one I will work on when it gets closer to Christmas. And in this bag, I also have Raise a Glass of Cheer, because I'm gonna switch these colors up to match into All a Good Night. This was gonna be my blessing sampler, and then it wasn't. Had a counting error, got annoyed because I couldn't fudge it where I thought it would still look decent. Where is it? Well, it's, oh, Our Home Sewing Box is what it's called. And it's in the For My Friend book. I'm using the called for threads on 40 count through the looking glass from Tabby Cat. And my chair, my back, oh my gosh. Sorry, you guys. But that's how far I got in my counting error. I don't remember exactly, but I think it's in this border. So then this pot was gonna be off. So then when I built my house was gonna be too close to the flowers. And so I just kind of stopped. Even though, again, like I said, some of you are like, just rip it out. You haven't done hardly anything. When I have to frog, it kind of just stops me. Even though it's not much, it can be like 10 stitches and I'll still do the same thing. I don't know why I'm like that. Oh, this one, I love this one, but it's, I picked 56 count because I got to the attic and thought it was a great idea. Elizabeth Stevenson, Hands Across the Sea. I am using all of the called for 103s, and then I got this piece of 56 count at the attic. It's 56 count, just the ticket, from Tabby Cat. Sorry, I got my string in the way, but it's just gonna have to stay. And so it's really pretty. It's really, it's another one of those that you just have to see it in person to go, oh, that is a good one. In 56 count, I love the way 103s look on it. They're just kind of popped up off the fabric just enough. I need better eyeballs though to do much of that. This one is Christmas with Martha, which is also back here. I'm restitching it on a little bit, darker linen, using, hot mess over here, using a Vicky Clayton Silks conversion. I have this little sticker for one of the colors. Lawn Party, I'm gonna guess that's green. Yep, stick my sticker back in there, I'm sorry. So it's all the Vicky Clayton Silks, and I'm not very far because once you've stitched it once, you're just, if you're like me, you don't, it's not as exciting, but I do like the way the colors so far are looking on this fabric much more than the first time I stitched it. So this Christmas season, once it starts to cool off here a little bit more, hopefully I get in the mood to work on that one a little bit more. In here, This one, I like it, but again, it's another one of those where I don't know when I'll get back to it. Seaworthy sampler from Teresa Kogut. I don't know the fabric. It's whatever she gave us in the kit at one of the Stitch West retreats. And I'm struggling on this one because it's 32 count and I'm a very tight stitcher. So I pull my squares too tight. I have to really slow down so that I don't pull them too tight. And I'm not neat enough of a stitcher to use 2 threads. Like when I look at this, it's not, like I wish I had the patience to, you know, make sure my threads, both of them lay flat and aren't all twisted, because it would look so much better. But I don't have that kind of patience. Next one is A Stitcher's Garden. And I'm stitching it on this fun bluish color Ada with all the called for bright threads. And I haven't made progress on this one in forever. My mom and I both started it when we went on vacation to Snyder a couple years ago. And that's kind of where I ended it. This one is on, like, I don't even know what count linen, but it is rough for me. It's, oh, I don't have the chart. Anyway, it's gonna be the state of Florida when I get there. But that's all the progress I've made in like 3 years because this linen is so loose and I have to go so slow to stitch it that I probably should just throw this piece of linen away, take my needle out, and start over so that I'll actually stitch it. I think that is what I will do. So that is trash. And now I'm gonna forget what these linens are, or these floss are for. It's just DMC. That's okay. I'm gonna put it over here and tell myself I'm gonna make myself a note. Oh, that's a new design WIP that I don't know how I'm feeling about it. Oh, this is, I was gonna go all gung-ho on 25 or 28 count Lugana, but then I remembered how much I don't like Lugana for some reason. It's hard for me to stitch on. And I also had to use 2 threads because of count, but I had this giant piece of Lugana, so I was like, oh, that'll be so cool. It'll be giant. It's the Fox and Rabbit yearly thing they do from last year, 2025s. And that's as far as I got. That's like the first, I don't know, the first month probably. But I have all the stuff in here. I was gonna add beads to it. I have all the floss picked out. So I need to decide what to do. This might be one that goes up for adoption before too long because as much as I want it, I don't think I will finish it. And it, you know, whoever adopts it will have to buy the pattern. It's only $10. I didn't even finish downloading the pattern if I wanted to finish it, but look, there's all the, like I picked out a ton of just pretty colors that go nicely together. And then remembered, one, I'm not good at stitching with 2 threads. I'm not good at stitching on lower count fabrics. And Lugana just is not my friend. So I'll put this in the get her ready to adopt out pile. This one is Oh Christmas Tree. It's a cute one, it's a good one. I just still, that's where I'm at. Probably from the last WIP parade. I probably did not make any progress. I don't know why. I do know why, because I can't quit starting other things. This one, again, my aversion to having to stitch with 2 threads because they don't look good for me. A Raccoon Ravel. I am super close. I just have to finish, I think, what is that? The face on that one in the middle, And then those flowers, and I'm pretty sure that's it. So not much. I'm using the called for threads. And it's just darling, but me. Oh, this was Plus Bussin' Cousins Christy, her birthday sal from years ago. Prairie Life sampler. Not very far. This one, thankfully, I did pick a low count Aida, so it is only one thread. But I'm slow at stitching on Aida because I have to have it in a hoop, but when I still sewing method stitch in the hoop. I cannot sewing method stitch in the hoop with Aida because I always wind up piercing. Like the way the threads are woven, it's like 4 and 4. I always wind up piercing one of those threads, so then I have to fiddle with it and it just takes me a while. So I haven't gotten too far. Using the called for DMCs on that one. I don't know, that might be an adopt out one too. Maybe, we'll put it over there to think about. Oh, this one is fun. I used to do this one in the car while I was waiting to pick my girls up from preschool. It's Christmas Alphabet from Scarlet Letter. But I went wild and thought I'd try it on black Aida. And I think it'll be fun. It's just black is hard. And I just picked random out of my stash colors for that one. And I'm not going into as much detail on all of these because I haven't pulled these out in a while. I need to. Oh gosh, I forgot how many colors this one had. It is the rose and the giant pear from Hands Across the Sea. I'm stitching it on 56 count, I believe. Maybe this is 46. I need to count. But I made a counting error in the border somewhere and just kept going because again, I'm me and I tell myself I can fudge it. And then I stopped. This one I do want to work on though. Somewhat soonish. This is Lantern Lane from Little House Needleworks. I believe it's on 32 count. Maybe it's 28. So again, that's the hang up there is I have to use 2 threads and it's, my 2-threaded stitching is not pretty. Maybe if I haven't tried it in a while, maybe I'll be better at it now, you know, like how you sometimes, maybe I just learning how to stitch with 2 and not get them all tangly somehow developed. This one is Bobina from Plum Street on a random blue. That's pretty, huh? Those colors on that blue fabric. I should get back to that one too. Oh, this one's cute. But I did my margins too small to put it in a hoop and I can't stitch in hand. So what I need to, what's it called? Joyful Scene, Teresa Kogut. I need to sew some fabric. Like what was it? Why did I have giant margins and no margin. Sometimes I wonder if I actually think before I do things. I don't think I do very often by the looks of my cross stitching. So what direction does it go? Okay. That's what I have done. I think I'll get more progress on this if I just remember to sew on some fabric so I can put it in a hoop instead of trying to force myself to stitch in hand. And I believe I'm using all the called for on that one. It's Weeks and DMC. Oh, So this is a massive. Started this Christmas Eve one year. It's one of those full coverage kits. Let's not even talk about that. I'm not even gonna take it out of its thing. I've accomplished so little. So I want it on my wall, but I don't want to waste, or not waste, but take up 10 years stitching it. Oh, this one I've had, okay, this one I'm throwing away too. Again, his and her stockings, love them. They're so cute. But I made a counting error and tried to fudge it instead of just frogging it and fixing it. And there's no possible way for me to fudge it and still get the stockings to work out. So, and it says his and hers, because I was like, well, I could just do pillows, but his and hers pillow is kind of odd. So I think I'm going to toss this one, and this one will become a half kit instead of a WIP. That makes me so sad. But it's what it is. What did I do with Florida? Okay, right there. I guess I should keep that the other part of the linen for something, huh? I don't even know what count linen it is, but I can use it for something. Something itty bitty. Oh, this one. I love the chart. It's another one of those. Love it. Don't know why I haven't made progress on it. Heritage sampler. I had it on my scroll rods, but I finally took it off even because I was like, why? I haven't touched it, and I don't know why. That's all I've done. It's so pretty. But maybe next year this one will get some progress. Oh, you guys. This one is a model I'm working on. 46 count licorice linen from Tabby Cat with these bright, fun, colorful silks. The antique of this was not stitched on dark fabric, but I saw it and I was like, ooh, those bright, fun colors would be neat on a dark fabric. So I bought this 46 count licorice when I saw it at the attic. And those colors, they really are so fun on there. The only thing is I think I have a couple of gumnut silks that I'm using. Let me check. Yes, I have one gumnut silk, and gumnuts went out of business. So I'm gonna have to find a replacement for that color. But I need to get that model finished or it's never gonna come to life. Now some of these I showed them in my last Flosstube last week, so I'm not even going to talk to you about them. Except this one. I did last Flosstube, George just had a face. Now he's getting dressed. He will hopefully be dressed by 4th of July. Farmyard Friends, I did make a little more progress on my sheep, but not much. Isn't that one fun? I do love this one. This one I'll talk to you a little bit about because I did actually make some progress. It is the Quilting Bee, what's it called? Quilting Bee Cross Stitch Club. And of course I have it, or I can't show you the picture. Hold on. So I've been working on that one, you know. In the last Flosstube, I'm still not quite done with them, but I made progress on the star and the tomato. And then in the mail yesterday, the next pattern came, pattern number 3, starch, iron and starch. So I will get going on that soon. Though I did see who did it. Someone, I can't recall her name, but she is doing pillows of some of these motifs instead of the whole big pattern. She's taking some of the motifs and just doing little pillows for her dough bowl, or for wherever she's putting them. I don't know for sure that it's a dough bowl, but I thought that was a great idea. And I was like, I might do that, because some of these patterns are quite dense stitching and they're not the tiniest pattern. So I was like, that's a way to still get, you know, the feel of the whole series without getting bogged down by the whole lot of stitching. This is a freebie pattern I have out, ho ho ho, with some elf feet. Ooh, this one is good. Not far. Oh, and I just showed it too, but oh well. Mary Garton. Gart. I'm using DMC's. So pretty. She deserved a second viewing on the old WIP parade. This is my bag of Prairie Schoolers. Not even gonna take them out, but you can see there's the most recent one. Well, maybe I will. That's, what fun is it if I don't show you, right? Another needle. Holy cow. I have a collection. Look at that. So anyway, I'm stitching them all. I'm gonna do them into pillows, but I'm not cutting this apart until I have the whole fat quarter filled up. And I'll get 12, I believe, to a fat quarter, at least 9, but I think 12 is going to work. And those are the ones I have so far. Hopefully I get another one in this winter, but if not, then I don't. This is my bag full I've shown before, nothing new there. I just have a bag full of patriotic projects. Oh, I guess I should show it, right? I keep forgetting it's a WIP parade, not just a tell me about it and don't show me parade. There's the Freedom Berry from Erica Michaels, the Sheep Keep from the Flag Flock pattern from Plum Street, and then I started the Freedom Pinroll, maybe it's called, from Plum Street, and I'm just doing them all on this piece of something fabric. I don't know what fabric it is. And then I just have a ton of, or I did, oh no, I moved them. Somewhere I have a ring of patriotic colors so that they all kind of have the same feel. This, oh, is this, no. Do you see why I am the way I am? Anyway, I had, oh, there they are. These are all the colors for America 250, or at least the majority of them, and a fabric. Old stationery from Seraphim that I think I'm gonna do them on, but I have not started that pattern yet because it's ginormous, and I have successfully talked myself out of scissors starting that one so far, so kind of proud there. Maybe this is my thing of patriotic colors. We'll say it is. So yeah, and why this fabric is in here I don't know. 36 count Lollybrock. Apparently I had something in mind for that. A mess. But yeah, I just have that, and I used to take this to school with me and I'd just work on whatever I felt like, and it was nice because it was all just there and I had a variety of options. Oh, this one I just showed too on my last Flosstube, but oh well, here she goes again. Fall flag, not very far, Gloriana Silks. fantastic. Susan Little, I did show her last time, and that is what got me all excited to work on her a little bit. So I did. I got that bird and a little moth and part of the flower stitched up. Oh, this is this one. Oops, got my silk stuck in the zipper. It's the Smith sampler from Scarlet House. And that's where I am on that. Not terribly far, but still far enough to know that it is beautiful. And I love it. So I need to work on that one for sure. And for some reason I have the Smith sampler in a Christmas bag. I'm using all the called for silks on the on the Smith sampler, on 40 count cappuccino from Fiber on a whim. This one is Kringles from Little House Needleworks. And I'm not very far. It's on a gorgeous color fabric. 36 count Winterbrook from Under the Sea. And I don't even have a store done yet, or one of the windows. This winter, I'm going to, because it's too good not to. Like, it is such a good pattern. I mean, look at all those windows. Just go window shopping and pick which room you want to work on, which was my plan. I wanted to get the whole building completed, and then I could, like, you know, pick and choose which window I wanted to work on. But it turns out getting this giant building completed is a task. So I haven't done that yet. I think I showed oh yeah, Seeking Refuge, because I made my house too tall, but it's going to be fine. One more quick look at that. Isn't that cool? I love it. Seeking Refuge from Scarlet House, using a silk conversion that I created, just pulling from stash. And this one has Harriet Salt in it, which I did show you last time, but it also has my Threads of Christmas Past in here. Just another giant alphabet sampler. Hands Across the Sea. I'm using the called for silk colors on, I'm pretty sure, a 46 count fabric. Yes. 46 count pyrite from Cedar River. And that's all I have. Portion of the border. So maybe this Christmas season I'll work on that some more. And my crinkling's not too out of control. I'm sorry. This I showed you last time too. It has all my animal crackers and the supplies for those. Lily is in progress. This one is a partial finish, but I still have to do the other pairs. These are, I don't even remember the name of the pairs. I got the PDF from Jingle Ball, maybe, I think. And to be honest, I don't even know who the pattern designer is right now. I want to say Annie B's, but I'm scared to say that with any amount of confidence because I don't know for sure. But I did mine on 40 count orange pico from Under the Sea. It's like a pinky color. I know, kind of looks cool for a pink Christmas with just a DMC green. You know what I haven't found in a while is my Blackbird designs. I finished, what's the name of it? I don't know, but I was gonna do Christmas garden with it. And I don't know where it is now, but I finished the one. Christmas Rose, maybe, what's the name? I wonder where that is. It's a bummer to finish something and then not be able to find it, right? Okay, so those were the vast majority of my WIPs. The last one I picked up was American Welcome. I guess, once again, I'll just show it very, very quickly because I did just show it last week. That's where I'm at, using the called for colors. And I only, got rid of like 5. I didn't do very good on that front, but now that I have to go put it up, I think I can get a little bit more organized and feel better about myself there and make some more progress on what I have instead of starting something new. Oh, I do have, let me show you these just because they are fun. 2 models I'm working on. This one is Jemima Rushford. So not much there yet, it's still a ways to go, but she is very, very pretty. Let me show you the antique that I used to reproduce her. Fun. I'm very excited to continue working on this one and get her released. I don't know when that will be yet, but she's pretty and fun and just a lot of little motifs that feel like mini finishes all over the place. And then this one I did show on Friday, but I'll show it again. Another model I'm working on for Christmas. And that's that. I believe, I hope that is all of my WIPs. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I find more hiding out somewhere. Now I'm gonna go organize these, put them away, and my kit parade will be a whole separate video because that's a lot of me talking. Like I said, hopefully you put me on faster speed, get through it a little quicker. But I also hope you enjoyed it, maybe got some ideas. Yeah, happy stitching. Bye-bye.